this. Okay, let me type this in really quick, guys. Good morning. Say hi when you come on. Okay, grab your Diva here. I put the link, or if you want it for later, you can comment !new to get the link sent to your inbox. Okay, so I'm just going to put that there. So one or the other. So no worries on grabbing the link. I think that's good. Okay, let me move this out of the way. So here's my new Diva. I'm so excited about her. We're just going to paint her today, and then I'll have to do her top part at some point later. But what I wanted to show you, first of all, my name is Carrie. I am Hot Mesh Mom. I have to tell you, I am the creator of these Diva Wreath rails. There's a lot of them out there now. When I started doing this, there was nobody doing this. They were doing silhouette heads attached with a piece of plastic, wire, frame, what else? Poster board. There was all of these different creative things, and I worked with our friend Tamra, and we came up with the Diva Wreath rail, and then it's just exploded from there. I come up with new ideas. People send me stuff all the time. What do you think about this? Can you do this? Little boys, little girls, teenagers, all kinds of different things. So here's our newest one. I'm excited because she looks very beautiful, and I love these lips too, with the and the little nose with the outline here. So when you get your Diva, the lines are etched on here, so you'll see when I paint this, the lines are still going to show up. These are so easy to paint. If you think you can't paint, you can. I'm going to show you how I paint it, and you just, you know, jump right in and go for it. The lines are there, and take your time. I tend to move a little bit faster because I have been doing this for a long time, but you don't have to try and match my speed. Just go at your own pace and paint the Diva, okay? So I am going to use this right here. I have color matched. Let me get it up close so you guys can see what it is. Ooh, I don't know. Let me back off a little bit. You might have to screenshot if you want. My color here, I've color matched Nutmeg Brown because I go through so much of it. The smaller bottles don't do anymore. And this is from Home Depot. I love the creaminess of this, and obviously this is a quart, right? Yeah. So here's the color match numbers right here, if you could read them. So this is my brown. If you don't have this, I use Nutmeg Brown, which is, hold on, I do have it, is this. Mine has a little bit more pigment in it. This, I don't know what they've done to this formula, but it is not very thick, and it's really a thinner formula now. So I love this, even if you go and grab one of the little sample bottles. But this is what I'm using here, okay? I don't care for that formula anymore. This is going to be my outline. It's just a dark brown. This is espresso bean. I also use chocolate bar from Apple Barrel. I'm using flamingo red for the lips. And then here are the other two skin colors that I use. This one's light, this one's medium, and this one's dark. So if you want to order one of these painted, these are the colors that I use. And if you've never seen me do this before, if you search Diva on my page, you will see all kinds of good, fun stuff on there. The other Divas that I painted, and you'll see I do share colors. If you need a white skin color like me, I tend to have more tan in me just because I'm half Hispanic. I would go with this. Listen, white people are not white, okay? If you need whiter than me, I would definitely do like a sun-kissed peach. Okay, we have skin color, skin tone in our skin. We are not, look, This is white. We're not this color, okay? So if you need light, go with light mocha. If you need lighter than my skin color, go with Sun-Kissed Peach. Those are my recommendations. If you need, you know, different skin colors, if you're more darker than me, and I have the window open and the overhead light. This is the medium. This one is Territorial Beige, and then Nutmeg Brown for the dark. If you need darker than that, I would definitely, this is really dark, maybe brown oxide or even this chocolate bar. So there you go. Okay, let's get started. We're just gonna let me check the comments, see if there's anything I missed. No, say hi when you come on. Let me know that you're watching. Even if you just say hi, I know some of you kind of sneak it in at work. That's okay. This paint is a one coat and done. I love this formula from the paint store because I don't have to worry about doing a second coat. I don't know what happened. Nutmeg Brown changed ever since COVID, you know, when it was hard to find paints. During the pandemic, I don't know what happened to their formula. I don't like it anymore. Oops. So, I love the color match. Let me put something, let me grab this. I'll just put my sponge just to hold it. When you paint away from the edge, like this. If you go like this, you're gonna get paint up on the side, but if you go flick it away from the edge, you won't get all that paint on the side. And you see, as this dries, you can still see the lines. It's a little wet, but once it dries, you're gonna still see the lines. I'm barely putting any on my brush. It's just so creamy and covers so well. If you do use the Nutmeg Brown, you might have to do a second coat. So put your first coat on, let it completely dry, and then go back and do the second coat because it is, unless they have different formulas, different parts of the country. I don't know how it is elsewhere, but I know my Nutmeg Brown is not the same. So then I just look to make sure there's no spots missing. Now the outside edge, like there's a spot right there. I don't need to cover that because it's going to get covered. I'm looking like around the nose, outside here. There's a spot right there. Little something right there. Just going to kind of pick it up. And then I try and go over it to make sure the brush strokes aren't too crazy. I know someone complained about my brush strokes because it's hand painted, and I'm like, it's hand painted, okay? Okay, so perfect, done. And then that goes in there, and then I just close this up. You can see, look, this is almost new, and I've been painting with this for quite a while. Hello there. I can barely read your name. Etra. Let me know if I said that right. Atra. Okay, so this, I'm not going to use these anymore, so I'm going to move them. I'm going to do red on her lips. All of these, the eyebrow, the nose, the ear, and the outside line are all going to be the dark color, which is, there's a little bit there, a little bit here. So what I do is I just shake it up, and don't open it over your project. But I only need such a small amount. I'm not going to pour this out anywhere. I'm going to get my brush, and we're just going to dip right into the cap. Now this outside part, you could paint this whole thing. Like if we wanted to, if you didn't want to stay in the line, you could paint this whole thing because it's going to get covered anyways, okay? So if you're more comfortable with doing that, do that. And that's it for the red. Thank you for being here. I know, so I'm on the West Coast. If you're new here, I'm on the West Coast. It's only 8 o'clock. I just dropped the kids off. I have a doctor's appointment. Usually I like them right in the middle, or first appointment, but she got me in at 9:30, and I couldn't wait. This was the earliest they could get me in, so I said, sure, I'll take the 9:30. I don't like 9:30 appointments. I want to go right when they open. So that's kind of like why I'm here. Okay, so for the black, I use a paint marker. So let me grab a paint marker. If you don't have a paint marker, you're just going to get your black paint. And this is her eyelash. I'm using a paint marker. And these are acrylic paint markers I get off of Amazon. Find one that you like. I have a few on my Amazon influencer storefront that I have tried. I only put things on there that I have purchased myself and that I have tried. What you're going to look for is water-based, and usually people use them for like rock painting. And that's it. You're just going to color that right in. How easy. Now see, as the paint dries, look at how well the lines are showing up. This is going to be gold. So I just have a metallic. This is actually from Hobby Lobby, but you can get metallic anywhere. So if you want me to paint your diva for you, the option is on there. If you look at the link, the option is on there. This is the default. If you want something different, let's say you wanted silver earrings or red earrings, you would put all of that in the order comments. So people are like, I don't know where to leave the comments. When you check out on my shop, there's always a comment box. I think it says note to owner, something like that. That's where you would leave it. If you are just happy with what I'm doing and the paint that I'm doing, then you would just leave it. You don't have to put a personalization in there either. And I just remembered that I didn't add the painted option to Etsy. So I'm gonna have to do that. Now, normally I put glitter on my earrings. So if you didn't want glitter, you could say no glitter. I really do a lot of custom color combos. So if you're looking for something in particular, you just put it in the comments and let me know. That way when I get your order and I go to paint it, all the options are there. So this gold is going to be covered with glitter, okay? And that's it. You see, I just opened the lid because I only need such a tiny amount that I don't need to go and squeeze a whole bunch out and waste a whole bunch of paint. And last that we need to do is outline it. It's super easy. So let me find an outline brush. Something that's gonna get, I have too many brushes, can't find what I need. That one's too big, but let me grab it anyways. I need to get more. Okay, this should be a good one. Okay, dip it in there. And I think I'm gonna start this way. Actually, no, I'm gonna start this way. I am right-handed, so I'm gonna start this way, so by the time I get over here, it's okay. And I don't paint this part up here. If you want to paint all of that, go for it. If you order from me, I don't paint that part because it's going to get covered by whatever you're filling in the hair with. So I don't paint that. And I tell you not to paint it either. Don't waste your paint. I know it's such a small amount. We're talking about pennies, but it's also time too. So, you know, be aware of your time. I'm just painting these little ears. I might have to get a different brush because this one is like so thick. I'm not going to be able to get in that little crease. I wish I could find a brown paint marker that I can use in this instead of doing what I'm doing. I might just have to start looking for different brands, I guess. That came out pretty good. I'm barely dragging this and lifting up. That's good. We're just going to leave that. Actually, let me try it again. My hand's a little shaky today. Let me finish this way, and then I'm going to have to turn this around and go that other direction for the other part of the ear. Now, if you don't like the dark brown here, you could also do black. It's more or less just an outline to finish the look of her. I love her neckline. Okay, if you're watching, have you ever painted a diva? And if you haven't, why haven't you? These are so fun. And just because I'm doing dark, I do have a lot of requests for light too. So it's actually whatever skin tone you want. And I really try and make it to where you have your options, okay? If you go to my, I'm going to do that last. If you go to my Etsy, there's a lot of reviews on there too, showing you customer finished pictures of how they've done their Diva Wreath rails. I do a lot of the painting. I don't do a lot of finished stuff. Actually, I really don't do finished stuff because, I think it's still a little wet. Because I am painting it and sending it off for people who do the finished ones. I'm going to have to, how am I going to do this? Let's do it this way. I'm trying to stay out of the shadow of the light, but also not touch the wet part. Some people say they don't care for the way I do the lips. Some people say they don't like the eyeshadow. Some people don't like the glitter. Some people don't like the colors. So honestly, whatever you're looking for, if you tell me I want a purple lip and a purple earring, I'm going to paint that. If you tell me you want blue and blue, that's what I'm going to paint. I don't question it. I don't say, are you sure? Sometimes people ask for a different color that I don't have. I'll see if I can mix the paint. You know, I kind of look it up and see, okay, do I have this paint? Is it just called by a different color? Like I didn't have burgundy, so I had to go get a burgundy paint because someone wanted burgundy. I was color mixing the burgundy, but I wasn't happy with it. See, that I'm going to have to wipe off because we need just a teeny tiny bit here. Okay, I'm going to leave that. This is so exciting. I love new stuff. You know, I have squirrel syndrome, so something new and shiny. Yay! I'm excited. So I haven't been painting that long. How easy is this? Now that I have this done, I can take pictures and put the finished one on there and then start talking about it. I try not to do things before I paint them, but I really wanted you guys to see this, and there we go. Look at that. She is fabulous. Now, there's some paint on the side. All I do is take this and go right over it so it's dark. Okay, that's from the lighter color that I did. There's a little bit here. Just to blend that in, the lips. Oh, I hear the helicopter out there. Hope everything's okay. And there we go. So now, paint all that. The gold is dry. Let me grab, I moved things around here and organized my table. Let me move that. Actually, these need to go that way. I organized my little spinner thing here, and I use this, ooh, I'm almost out. I use the Galaxy Glitter. So if you're looking for a different color, I have the Galaxy Glitters, or I have loose glitter, and we're gonna get a brush. This one right here. Ooh, that one's a little fat. Give me a different one. Excuse me. And I just scoop it out and just start laying it on there. So whatever color, if you're going to paint one yourself, whatever color you want the earrings, like if you want pink glitter, I would put pink paint down first. Actually, this might look good with like a black paint. Underneath this. That might look good, huh? And then if you go over the line, you just cover it with the glitter anyways, so nobody's gonna know. Oh, don't be afraid to paint them. My best advice is just be patient. You know, you see me going fast. I would say get all of your stuff ready so you're not panicking in between, and just taking your time. If you go over the line, you see like the little, is this perfect? No. From far away, it looks perfect, right? Because we're not analyzing it up close. Take your time. Make sure you have the right brushes for the right, like the little liner brushes for the smaller pieces, or, you know, the smaller things here, and just take your time and do it. If you mess up, you can always sand it and go back over it, or go back over with this color. I've messed up a lot. Is it easy to fix? Yes. Oh, please try one. They are so fun. Even if you didn't want to do like the glitter part, or if you have the side rails, those are so easy. Just take your time. And I think I have a video for every single diva that I've done. So there's a few on YouTube, but there's more here on my Facebook. If you search Diva, they should come up. And you can always watch the replays. The replays are always there for you. Also, if you check out my page, I did a post where I showed you how to save videos. You can create your own private playlist that only you see. So if you want to start saving the Diva videos to help you, so you can watch them and find them again, I would look for that video too. I just don't remember what it's called. I think it's just how to save videos. Okay, so here we go. Look, I'm going to let you get up close. Is it perfect? No. Does it look fabulous? Absolutely yes, because from far away, you're going to be more focused on this part up here, depending on how many people or how you design her hair, but she is great. So I never paint this up here. You can if you want. Just, you know, I don't waste my paint or time, so I don't think you should either. And you're just going to paint up a little bit where these rails are, because you don't want it to be wood color and then you see through some of this. So that's why I do that. But here we go. This is the new Diva head, and you can get right or left. And if you want it painted just how I painted it, when you check out, you don't put a note. But if you want a different color earring, if you want no glitter, if you want a different color lip, you want different skin tone, I showed those off. So there we have it. Yay! I'm easily excited. Can you tell? Let me know if you're going to try this. The link is there. The pinned link is there. Or if you want to have it sent to your inbox, you comment !new, and that will send it directly to you. Or you can go to divawreathrail.com, and that will show you all my Divas, but you could just search in the store for Diva and they will come up. So you guys, I'm going to run, get things cleaned up before I go to my doctor's appointment. I love you and appreciate you. I hope you have a great day. Happy hump day. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.